All right, we're back with more Fate Extra. This week, we did not start with like 8 minutes of ripped from Twitch because I remembered to press the record button. Yay! We're gonna pick up immediately where we left off. I sure hope I didn't promise to do any off stream. I'm pretty sure I didn't. So, obviously did not do any off stream. Probably a good thing. I don't think I'm gonna need to do much off stream for this. I think I'm committed to just doing all my leveling on stream, but I'm only gonna do so much, so it'll be fine. The only downside to doing it this way, obviously, is I don't build up a ton of enemy data that I can use for, you know, future playthroughs. But it'll be fine, mostly. Okay, so it's day what? 2? Day 2. We got interrupted in the dungeon last time. Real quick, let's go up to the roof and have a chat with Reem. Hello, Reem. Did you find the anomalies? I tracked them down. Collecting the data gave me a headache, though. I wonder why. Just a headache, you say? See, I imagined that you would suffer some poor condition, but I didn't think that would be all. The pendant I gave you does, in fact, absorb residual magic power. However, well, to be honest, assessing those distortions puts a murderous amount of stress on the brain. Stress on the brain? Yes, the feedback generated would be enough to kill you if a magic circuit wasn't present. Oh, thanks? The icy grip of terror grips my spine. Was this all just a trap? Have I put too much trust in this girl? Yeah, was she trying to kill us? Wait, that can't be right. I assessed the distortions yesterday and I'm still alive. So what does that all mean? Is she trying to make some kind of sick joke at my expense? This proves it. You can't be a Magus. To be blunt, chances are you're not even human. What in the hell? Did she just say what I think she said? You aren't human. Or maybe your brain is abnormal. I'm not sure what you are, actually. I think you might be the same as that homunculus girl. Both of you are anomalies at best. Are you really in the dark about how you arrived here? I don't know. It's like I can half recall a dream that I can't remember ever having. A dream? Well, in a virtual world, in theory, there's no difference between this place and a dream. Like a dream within a dream, you are truly a mystery wrapped in an enigma. With those final words, Rin Tosaka turns and leaves. So I'm not a real Magus, and I might not even be human? That has to be describing someone else, as there's nothing extraordinary about me. Even without my memories, I'm sure about that. So we say. Dude, I don't remember if this is that much different from the Reen route, but at least if I'm remembering correctly, since we're on Rani route, she feels a lot more hostile than she would on the Reen route. Because on the Reen route, I remember her being pretty damn helpful. And not quite so obviously hostile. Which is, you know, fair. You want her to ruin you. She probably would. Without a second thought, let's be honest. No comment. Just like yesterday, I pull the curtains aside and quietly take a seat at Rani's bedside. That's exactly why. No comment. Rani's awake. Her eyes are still blank and she's still motionless. Rani sees me looking at her. You enjoy gazing at a broken tool. I mean... Tool? Why would she say that? I hope she'll clarify what she said. In answer to my unspoken plea, Rani continues. I am a tool. I exist to acquire the Holy Grail. I live only to retrieve the Holy Grail from my professor. And now I have failed, so I am a broken tool. I must disintegrate into dust, return to the cycle. She speaks in a flat monotone, the light gone out of her eyes. She says that she's a tool, and without the Holy Grail War, she has nothing, is nothing. I just want to know one thing. Did this professor of hers really raise a person solely for the task of retrieving the Holy Grail? That would mean that she has never experienced a will of her own. My professor? My professor has done everything for me, from bringing me into the world to loving and teaching me. My professor wished for the Holy Grail, and I am a tool to grant my professor's wishes. And what would Rani wish for if she had the Holy Grail? She's putting her life on the line for her professor, but what about what Rani wishes for? I'm kind of pissed off by what I'm hearing. I mean, if her professor had told her to go jump off a bridge, she probably would. My professor's words are absolute, and I believe that is none of your concern. Kawakami banging. She says last name first, first name second here. So, bruh. For the first time since the battle, Rani scolds me, her voice raising and her eyes narrowing. Please leave and don't come back. That was clearly a bit different from yesterday's rejection. If she would just open up to me, I feel like I could help her. I'll try coming back tomorrow. Excellent name choice still. Banging Kawakami is the best name, I agree. The elimination battle may be over, but I still haven't truly saved her yet. It felt very appropriate to go with banging Kawakami here. Since Hakuno Kishinami doesn't fit, why not? I normally just call him Hakuno when I play it. I'm gonna have to figure out what we're gonna name Hakunan though. I feel weird to call her banging Kawakami for the second playthrough. I mean, I guess I could, but... Alright, that is apparently all we need to do today, and we can now just go into the dungeon and do whatever the hell we want after that. So, I'm gonna quickly have a look at the commissary. Were there new Mystic codes to buy this week, and did I remember to buy those? I apparently did, so we've already got the new Mystic codes. Other than that, I might want to buy some healing items. Let's buy like 10 of these. Maybe 16 just to have a nice rounded number. And then, if I remember correctly, at the end of last VOD, I said I needed to remember that I have a level up I need to spend. So let's go double check if, I guess I should check the menu first. It'd be kind of stupid if I went all that way and I didn't, okay, I do. It'd be kind of dumb if I went all that way and didn't actually have a level, but I do. Oops, sorry, you're just some random guy. I didn't mean to talk to you. I wonder if Toko says anything new today. Toko, do you got more lore? You won't learn what you need to know from me. Oh, okay. Want to do an alteration? Yes. What stat was I working on last time? Fuck if I know. I think I was trying to get defense up to B. That sounds right. Oh, we don't quite have thrice setting sun yet. We'll get it next level, I think. According to this, thrice setting sun will bring you back from death a single time, which sounds insane. What the hell? That's crazy. I know. Just a little extra defense so we don't take quite as much damage. I think in a level or two, we'll have it up to B rank, which will be huge. Only one? Only one what? It should be 3. According to this, it says only 1. But I guess we'll see. Oh, because you said it thrice setting sun. Nope. According to this, it only says once, but I guess we'll find out when I can actually check the skill description. Oh, let me go ahead and save. I think you can just use it multiple times, though. At least that's the assumption. It's not even that expensive MP wise. It only says it costs what, 50? That's insane. That's less than Thunderous Applause. So, per the usual pattern here, I'm just gonna fight every enemy on the floor a single time, and that's it. That is my plan. I don't remember what the patterns for this guy are, so we're guessing. It looked like it worked, regardless of what it was. That's one down. Fortunate thing about this floor is I think I have to wander in a big old circle, right? What's the map button? Yeah, we gotta kind of go around once. Let's start from the other direction. Let's go counterclock, or let's go clockwise. Especially since there's supposed to be a rare enemy near the exit. And I don't know if that rare enemy is gonna absolutely demolish me for no reason. I might save my MP for the rare enemy just in case. This is probably gonna go poorly, but that's okay. Oh, I apparently got one of the hits wrong last time. Awkward. I didn't even notice. Later, loser. 200 EXP, very nice. Master's MP is one thing. I'm just gonna do... Oh, eat a shark, right. How much is that heal? 200? Yo, this random ass enemy uses skills I call shenanigans. Motherfucker. Oh no. Dude! I call BS. What do you mean this random enemy uses skills? I'm not sure I even remembered that was a thing. In which case... Hold on, I gotta change my Mystic code. Oh, that's right. I did add Shockwave to my list, didn't I? Maybe I should just use that. Alright. Well, if I do that... Attack, attack, guard, guard. Attack, attack. I'm gonna assume that'll work. It was stunned twice. Oh no, it was blocking! Ah! Whatever. Worth. Mm-hmm. Attack, attack, guard, attack, attack, attack. Oh no, wait, guard, attack, attack. It doesn't really matter because I think I'm gonna hit 3 in a row here, and therefore it's just going to die. Yeah, using the stuns to my advantage is effective. Ah, yes, here we go. A rare enemy. How much of a pain in the ass is this guy gonna be? Attack, attack, thunderous applause, attack, thunderous applause, thunderous applause. Okay, the last thunderous applause was not overkill because he was blocking. Nice. Is he blocking twice? No, he's not. Okay, good. Worth. Get one turned. Just a casual 1000 HP and he drops an elixir. Very nice. She may not have any more mana, but that's okay. I was almost certain that was gonna miss. Attack, attack. I don't fucking know. Shit. At least we don't take a ton of damage. I think those rare enemies too, that one we fought that gave us like 1000 EXP, I think they only show up once per week. I don't think I can farm that thing. Dude, I'm just guessing again. Oh, I'm ringing no. Oh, of course! I should have guessed great. Every time. No, that's bullshit. Fuck. Are you serious? Thank you. I hit it first time, but it was like on a annoying pixel because of the fountain. Then I couldn't actually hit the damn thing. Ugh. It looks like there's only 2 enemy types on this floor if you don't count the rare enemy. Oh. Got the trigger code? I mean the next floor is gonna open up, or... Oh no, don't care. So far, this has been pretty chill. Oh shit, I didn't stun him this time, so... Oh, I should have guessed. I'm gonna open up snacks. Alright. Oh, I can snack during some of these fights. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, there we go. So I still won't have all the treasures here because I do not believe the tiger request has popped up yet. Therefore, the last treasure won't be there until tomorrow when we can accept her quest, I believe. And here we go. This is basically our full loop. If the one at the entrance is... I'm not gonna bother trying to get a level before I leave. I'm just gonna leave immediately because we can grab a level tomorrow. That's fine. And then once we're on to the next floor, EXP will be better. So, and hell, because I think I only need like what, maybe one level until we hit B rank defense, right? Because B rank is at... Oh, don't look at your command seals. B rank is at... God damn it. There we go. Oh, is it at 78 actually? Am I not quite ready for B rank yet? B rank is at 78, so no, we'll only have 72. So I need 2 more levels until we hit B rank defense, actually. It's fine. I'm in no rush. Oops. Oh, and that time I just totally whiffed. I mean, we should be B rank defense by the time this week is over, at least. God, I sure hope this is correct. It doesn't really matter, but... Fine. Alright, is this not the entrance? It is. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna leave out the way we came. I don't feel the need to grind any extra. Especially since we're running low on resources already anyway. Yeah, we're still missing a treasure. It doesn't even say I have the full map completed. I wonder if it's because I haven't fully explored the exit yet. I'll try and make sure that at least gets done before we move on. I apparently missed part of the floor. I have to assume. I've been too preoccupied with the conversation with Reen yesterday to gather information. Not good. What is the matter? You don't look too well. Oh, hi, Mr. Haraway. A warm voice envelops my poor, frazzled soul in its embrace. It wasn't nice of me to do so, but I happened to overhear you and that girl talking yesterday. I have pondered why you give off a different vibe than the other masters as well. Are you still worried about what she said? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because there is no sense in being uncertain in yourself, of yourself. I do not believe many people are ever self-aware. Can't you accept not knowing as part of your identity? Think it part of my identity? What in the world? Good day then. You know, he is trying to help in his own way. Leo left before I could come up with a witty retort. Got something to say, Gawain? Why does it have his thing marked as question marks when he literally introduced himself to us? Like, it's week 1. He's like, introduce yourself, Gawain. Like, okay, cool, whatever. However, his servant sends a look back my way. His eyes seem to be saying, you've been given good advice, don't waste it. Though his eyes convey chivalry, it's not without an air of pity and condescension. Are we supposed to have forgotten that he's been introduced to us already? Is that why? Is it because our main character is forgetful and he just didn't chalk it up as an important info? Or maybe he lied. What Leo told me earlier has been dominating my thoughts. It's about what I can do now. That's right. For now, I'm a master involved in the Holy Grail War. Since that is the only clue that I have to my identity, I should do what I can to try and understand it. Maybe if I compare myself with the masters I face, I'll learn something about myself. Remember Alan. I try to recall everything I learned about Alice. She was, in a sense, an innocent victim of all this. A cyber ghost, a lost, lonely little girl who couldn't go home and only wanted someone to play with. I wish I'd talked with her more. I will regret not doing so for as long as I live. Regardless of my memory issues, I should have at least tried to get to know her better. You're just like me, a little girl who projected a sense of strength despite her desperate loneliness. But it's too late to do anything now. She's gone and her blood will forever remain on my hands. Any clues I might have learned disappear like snowflakes melting in the palm of my hand. Guess I won't be able to figure anything out after all. Can I remember more? Nope. You're still obsessing over your past. You are you, and that's all that matters. Leave the past where it is. I appreciate Saber's attempt to comfort me, but the fact is, I want to know who I am. I want to know where I come from. I want to know what there is for me after all of this. Is that so? Then try to get to know those around you. They may have the answers you seek. To start, maybe you should speak with that girl in the nurse's office. She can't be entirely useless. Thanks. Saber may be onto something. Talking to others might give me some insight into my true self. For now, I should go to the nurse's office. I want to check in on Rani and maybe pick up on some info as well. Oh boy. Alright, on the way to the nurse's office, we can have a quick hi with our teacher. Hey, bangin'! Something urgent has come up. You have to help me. Okay. You're my hero, I mean it. So I decided to try my hand at cooking and whipped up a feast. I thought I'd made the perfect dish, but the system labeled it as a bug and moved it somewhere. Rumor has it that my culinary tour de force is languishing in the arena awaiting deletion. If it isn't recovered today, it'll be sent to the dustbin of history. Please, you must hurry. Alright, we gotta go get Taiga's lunch. Or her feast. Her mysterious food X, probably. God, I hope that's what the item is called. My head is filled with worry for Rani as I make my way towards the nurse's office. When I reach the area where her beds are, she's as expressionless as always, but I think I see a bit more of a gleam in her eye than yesterday. You've come again? Sorry, I couldn't help it. Rani... Rani welcomes me with barbed words, but they're spoken quietly with a note of reservation. Shut up. Shut up, don't say anything. I've nothing to say to someone who speaks poorly of my professor. Please leave. Ignoring her words of dismissal, I speak over Rani. I need to talk to Rani more if I want to draw out more of her feelings. Plus, it helps me relax to know what's on her mind. It seems I am not a human being. I tell Rani about how Reem found out that I'm not a human being and that I actually have no idea what I actually am. Rani listens attentively to what I have to say. Unlike me, Rani at least knows who she is. That's why it irritates me that her professor's words dictate her life. When she hears that, Rani replies in a gentle tone. My professor is my everything. My professor is my progenitor and my teacher. When I ask to hear a little more about her professor, Rani lights up and words pour out. Although I was but my professor's tool from inception, my professor raised me as a human being. Because I was not created with much emotional depth, carrying out my professor's Give me a minute. Carrying out my professor's wishes is my all. Yes, we are the same. I think you and I are both empty vessels banging. The same? What does Rani mean by that? She can't meet my gaze. After a long silence, Rani looks to my eyes and delivers a cruel truth. I have created a hypothesis based on your talk with Rin Tosaka. You do not have an actual body. I'm too taken aback to respond. I don't have an actual body? Magical backlashes have no effect on your brain, though technically that's impossible. You would have suffered damage if you had a body. I am no exception to that rule. With that evidence in hand, there can only be one conclusion. Only a body that doesn't exist cannot be damaged. Perhaps you are but a string of ones and zeros banging. You two are empty vessels banging. Bold assumption. My name being Banging Kawakami really does make some of these lines read not intentionally. No, wait, just hang on a second. Oh, please don't misunderstand. To say that you don't have a body doesn't mean it isn't out there. It just means you're disconnected from it. I heard you had issues with the prelim. Perhaps the link to your body was cut off before the preliminary. It's only natural for your memory to be hazy as you were severed from your database, your body. I see, it's not that I don't have memories, it's that I can't retrieve them at the moment. If that's the case, I just need to repair the broken link. This must be quite problematic for you banging. Should I just read it like that, like it's not a name? If you don't mind, please allow me to help. Rani will help me relink with my body. That's the best news I've heard all tournament. I impulsively grasp Rani's hand and thank her fervently. Of course, we're in the same boat after all. I'll devote my time to finding the location of your body on Earth, banging. Banging. What a relief! Once I have my body back, I'll learn everything about myself. Why I entered this fight, what my history is, what my life is like. Once I know these things, I will be able to fight with pride. Rani smiles softly, as if reading my thoughts. We are the same, banging. For I, too, have been on a quest this whole time. I just remembered. Remembered what? Rani smiles at me. I think she gets enjoyment out of seeing me worked up like this. She's lost her earlier hesitancy. I'm afraid I'm a bit worn out, and so, I apologize for my unsociable behavior earlier. Can we talk again tomorrow? She really didn't have to ask. I nod yes. Satisfied, Rani settles down to sleep, sighing, it's a promise. I guess that was too draining of a conversation for someone who is currently bedridden. I'll leave her be for now. There's an arena to be explored anyway. We're in. Slowly but surely, it only took 3 days, but she's warmed up to us. Basically, we're married now, right? That every creeper who got attached to a stranger. I think we just go to the arena, yeah. There's nothing. Oh wait, hold on. There might be a conversation with our servant. I guess I could just say Nero since I dropped the pretense on that already. I think there's a conversation with her in the room. I am banging. We are two empty vessels banging. I think she has a combo for beating rare enemies.
そういえば珍しい敵を仕留めたな。あの達成感は忘れられぬ。もっと仕留めたい。
If only there were that many of them in the game, that would have been fantastic.
ま、あれほどの希少種を倒すには、こちらも腕を上げねばならぬが。期待しているぞ、奏者よ。
That was it. That was just the unique combo you get for beating a rare enemy. Dude, for Tamamo's route, if you beat 3, you upgrade a skill. But it takes so long to get 3 kills for the rare enemies. I don't think Nero gets a skill upgrade for beating rare enemies. But I'm pretty sure Tamamo does. I doubt Archer does either. They all have different requirements for their skill upgrade. Because I don't think the other two have the, you know, use 100 consumables or whatever, like Nero does. As I head to the arena, I bump into Gato at the doorway. He appears to have just finished exploring. Will I have to fight? I stand at the ready, but Gato is at ease. Giving it your all, as time passes and your chakras slow, senility and death creep closer. Therefore, train ever harder, my beloved foe, for then will you be a worthy sacrifice to my god. As always, he's spouting nonsense. Still, I can't help asking him why he entered the war. A motive? I simply wish to bathe the world in the light of God, as is the will of my lord. As I am God's sole mouthpiece, you may bow before me to be forgiven of your trespasses, little heretic. So ridiculous. Whatever, I don't bother opening my mouth because Gato won't shut up anyway. Oh Lord, please guide this young soul by the light of your demonic eye, if only to the culling. Alright, whatever, dude. Gato's maniac laughter echoes in his wake as he leaves. Problematic as his motive is, it actually does make sense. Insane fanaticism drives him. As for me, I wonder if I had a potent motive too, before I lost my memory. Praetor, do you recall the characteristics of his god? Demonic eye, but knowing Gato, there's no special meaning behind the words. But we're writing it down anyway. Just in case. No, I'm not gonna head inside yet because I want to save first. And per usual, we're gonna just do a full loop, beating all the enemies once, and then leaving. But at least this time, I do have a side quest item to grab. What's up, Shinnywing? Welcome to stream, dude. Just letting you know. Hold on. My availability is shifting due to game nights with the guys moving days. Instead of being free Thursday nights, I should be free Wednesday nights instead, because we're just moving a day potentially. Oh, I should have stunned him. Whatever, too late now. I bet this is, hold on. Maybe. Don't mind you doing daily spare. Dude, I think I was wrong. No! Well, maybe I wasn't. BRB, no worries, take your time. What day? So, just switch the availability of my Wednesdays and Thursdays. Based on what I told you before, Wednesdays and Thursdays are flip-flopping. Because we're just moving the Wednesday thing to Thursday. So I should be free Wednesday nights instead of Thursdays. But like the time on Wednesdays or on Thursdays, I'll still be available early. Ish. Oh, dude, I keep forgetting to stun these guys. Better just hope I'm correct. I almost had to fully overhaul my schedule, but Tyler saved me from that. Thankfully, I'm rather grateful. I don't know, dude. Fuck. Just toss some items at her. No worries. To be fair, I don't normally play it on weekends anyway, because weekend queues suck ass. At least in my experience.
心遣い助かる。嬉しいぞ、奏者よ。世に挑むか。
The whole reason I did it on an alt is so if it really comes down to it, I can play on my main if I'm just free and you're not around. So I think my main got up to what? Plat 2? Plat 3? It might still be Plat 3. I think I stopped on Friday at like Plat 3. Something like that. Funny, because technically I have a second account that's just in the same rank as the main account. More or less. At least for now. Alright, we got that level. That's good. You'll get better. I don't fucking know, dude. I'm gonna do this, I guess. I guessed correctly. Let's go. I wasn't actually sure that was gonna be right. Dude, okay. So for reference, this floor is I think the opening screen said this first level is level 21 max. That means now that I'm level 23, the EXP is non-existent. Oi! Oh, I didn't stun him. This is still probably correct. Sure hope. Yeah, we're fine. This floor is gonna be nice on replay because there's only 2 enemies. It's super easy to get all the enemy data. Like this floor only has 2 enemy types, so getting the enemy data for this is just super easy. So by the time we're on a 3rd playthrough, I imagine all of the enemies here will be fully like registered. If I just continue my typical loop of beating everybody once and then leaving. It already feels like I see a lot of their moves. So this should be the last day we spend on floor 1. Oh, dude, my nose is itchy. Oh, that's what I thought. Hold on, I have to backtrack to the exit. Since I don't plan on leaving from the exit, I want to quickly explore that corner of the map just to have that explored before I leave, so I don't have to backtrack all the way over here to finish the map completion. Okay, that was the extra 2% of map that we didn't have. Easy. If I wanted to make this super easy, I could probably just like attack twice and then use a skill, but when it gives me an opener like that, there's just no reason to. I don't need to even do anything. With the 2 free hits we get through stuns and then just the extra, you know. Oh, I almost thought that wasn't gonna be in range. You know, I'm starting to think this Mystic Code is translated improperly. I'm gonna get a look at its animation real quick, but I'm almost positive this mystic code is translated improperly and has a description that doesn't convey how actually useful it is. Let me double check. The animation, I didn't get to see it because she used it in a weird direction. Okay, so that still only shoots one projectile. Let me talk about this. So this says field attack stuns multiple foes. This is incorrectly translated. It's actually more useful than you think. Because, like, obviously we have this one that stuns nearby foe and it costs less. And then this says it stuns multiple foes. Here's the thing. The projectile is exactly the same. So it's incorrectly translated because what it actually means is it stuns them for 2 blocks instead of 1. Because when I was using the other shockwave, it only blocked 1 stun thing and I got 1 free attack. But with this one, I get 2. So instead of stunning multiple foes, it just stuns them for 2 turns, like two nodes. So the extra 5 MP for 2 free hit for an extra free hit is totally worth it when you hit. That's such a awkward, poor translation because it's actually not totally worthless. But the description makes it sound totally pointless to equip this one over the other because it's more expensive. I think there's a 3rd version of this. It'll probably do the same thing, but for 3 nodes. I don't know if I noticed that until now, but like, wow, what an awkward way to translate this to make it sound more useless than it is. Oh, god damn it. See, because it doesn't go through the enemy either. So there is no way, obviously stunning multiple foes would do nothing, even if that's what it did. And it's not like it goes through the enemy and there's not extra projectiles. So stunning multiple foes is just wrong. It's just totally incorrect. That's pretty funny. I knew there was a couple translation errors in this where certain skills were translated wrong. But I'm not sure I like play tested all of it in my, oh, why am I, well, you know what? Sure. We'll fight this once and then we have to leave. I didn't actually mean to go a full loop again, but because I didn't notice I was back at the entrance, but it's fine. And then the rest of it doesn't matter because it's already dead. Oh shit, already muted. So I'm gonna take a real quick break before I move on. I don't even know when that mute happened, so I'm just gonna say everything I just said over again. I'm gonna take a real quick break. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'm gonna try and scarf down my snacks before I actually take my break. Before my break ends, rather. So give me like 3 minutes, you guys. I will BRB. I'll catch up back in 3 minutes. All right. I did not manage to finish all my snacks, but it's okay. Out of work. Free until tomorrow at 4. Congrats. Dude, my chat keeps trying to reconnect. I sure hope I don't, like, miss messages from my chat constantly refreshing itself. Oh, here we go. More plot. I glimpsed a dream. In it, the sky was was the deep blue color of the ocean. It glittered and slowly moved away in an arc. I am swimming, drowning, sort of flight. What? Maybe this is eternity. It's like being a satellite in soundless orbit around a planet gazing at a frozen civilization. The flames dance in the hand that is steel. The earth cracks in the hand that is poison. The sea dries in the hand. In that hand is heat of 209,200 joules. I see a blood-stained dream. Many people are injured. I see a dream that consumes. Many wise men surrender. I see a dream without a dream. Many of us tire of the future. Lament that humans are not this way. Now the truth hidden for long years reveals itself. The world has long been at a dead end. Human efforts to circumvent it meet an unsightly end. I want to hear you cry out in lamentation as broken history cracks and is faultily mended. I want you to blame them in loud cries. Sorry. I caress the broken surface of the earth with knowing eyes. I want you to smile victoriously. After several stumbles, we are finally free from human war. But what does that produce? Perpetuity, eternity, bliss, stagnation. Look upon the many corpses. Listen to the anguish. No one wishes for the future, only for a continuation of mediocre happiness. A road to a peaceful home, a sunlit window that frames no poverty or inequality. Now, I want you to answer once more. The flames dance in the hand that is steel. The earth cracks in the hand that is poison. The sea dries in the hand that is the heat of a 209,200 joules. Blah. Why is that last one so weird? This future, it should be loudly sung that no one had wished for it. Life arose from the womb of the ocean. The virtual world preserves a memory of life's mother. We spread out over the earth, made the land more bountiful, and birthed civilizations of our own. For what purpose? I want the answer to that question. I ask if there indeed was value to millennia of prosperity. Dude, our character has some fucked up dreams. I suddenly awake. I think I was dreaming. I wonder if it was that dream again. Reen said that humans don't dream in the virtual world. Dreams come from memories. Since I'm disconnected from my body, I shouldn't have access to my past. But these really feel like my dreams, like something I've seen. I wonder what it all means. Me too. Not like you're gonna give me any answers though. Joules in a Steve stream. Yeah, I'm not really a science guy, so I haven't had to think about joules in, many a year. Oh well. All right, hold on. Let's go give our teacher her omelet. You either. You know what? Fair. Ah, you found my crab omelet. It's the centerpiece of my lavish feast. Thank you. You don't think the system labeled it as a bug because I fudged the recipe a little, do you? Wow. There is one more infinitesimally tiny favor I want to ask. Dude, why does this game make me read all these words? Infinitesimally. I would never use that word normally. Shakes fist angrily. You're okay with that, right? Sure. Teacher Chie would also never use the word infinitesimally, so never. She's too meat-headed. She only thinks about meat. Infinitesimally would not be in her vocabulary. Also understandable, Noma. No worry. Bring it on. Let's go. I was right about you. Anyway, one of the students has the nerve to call me, well, Tiger. I cannot abide such insolence. Bring me this student so I may exorcise the evil from his soul. So once again, I ask you to tell this foul miscreant to come see me immediately. The sooner chastisement is administered, the better. Please do this within the 4th round. Okay, fine. Maybe. She would never. Are you the student? What? Miss Fujimura heard me call her Tiger? Now she wants to see me in the faculty office? There's no way I'm answering her summons without a last meal. Shark spin would do nicely. Where to get some shark spin? Rumor has it there's one in the deepest part of the arena. Look for the shark. I'm gonna smack the hell out of this kid. Whatever, let's go talk to Rani again. Also, we should stop by the chapel to spin my stat points. No worries, Noma. The thought that my dream might be some trickle of my former self returning occupies my mind as I enter the nurse's office. When Rani notices me, she grins happily and greets me as if she has been looking forward to it. Her words are still guarded, but much softer. You kept our promise. I mean, yeah. Although her face was still very expressionless, I'd say it was mostly due to shyness. When I mimic her silence, Rani launches into a rather carefully considered monologue. Yesterday, you say you have no emotional depth, banging. Yeah, I want to know the depth of my character, the strength of my desires. Shinji, Dan, and Alice must have had a sense of purpose. I want one too. I think it's not unrelated that my professor believed I could be endowed someday with a soul. The thought came to me yesterday as I pondered why talking to you and talking to my professor. It feels very much as if I am talking to the same person. I have noted an increase in my body temperature when I converse with you. Even though I am in the process of healing, this phenomenon is unrelated. I feel at ease. This is the first time this sort of thing has happened. You've got an incurable disease! I'm not picking that, but that option is very funny. I think that's your heart. A heart, as in an emotional center? We're both silent. However, looking at Ronnie's happy expression, I kind of regret not saving before this scene so I could choose that just to see what happened. That option's fucking hilarious. However, looking at Ronnie's happy expression, I think she's pleased to be accused of having a heart. She closes her eyes and repeats the word fervently as if it were a mantra. Professor, so this is what you meant. The spring water that fills the vessel, the heart that fills me. It's so warm. After saying that, Rani raises her head to me a second time. Why I should be playing on an emulator? True, it would be easier to do dumb bullshit like that if I was playing on an emulator. How dare I be so insistent on playing on actual hardware? Oh. Now, I'd like to do something for you. Is there anything I can do? She looks at me solemnly. I mean to decline, but it seems like she really wants to do something. I had a weird dream. Or actually, it wasn't a dream. I'm not sure how to describe it. talking to a girl about your young boy weird dreams doesn't seem like the logical conclusion here, but this is fine. A dream of your electronic brain, or a dream about someone else. Dreams are visual interpretations of the ordering of the brain's retrieval of random information. But banging, you're not supposed to have any access to your memory. In that case, this dream may be trauma burned into your soul instead of a proper dream. I mean, he looks pretty traumatized. Those eyes, they look like they've seen some shit. Furthermore, the contents of the dream are quite curious on an abstract level. Ronnie, you're always in my dreams, but then we just chat about Jewel. Yeah, weird. A world of cognizance, above the level of consciousness. Harpies take wing but gain no purchase. What's up, Yan? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, dude. Yeah, the dream didn't drop any clues as to who I am. Nothing about who I am or why I entered the Holy Grail War. Rani, Reen, Dan, Leo, and I, Fear, even Gato, came here with a firm goal. They each have a wish they deeply desire the Holy Grail to grant. Unlike them, I'm just... Rani attempts to talk me out of my downward spiral. I don't quite know what to say at a time like this. Just, the urge to say something is welling up inside me. If only so that you will stop making such a forlorn face. You help me for my own sake, not yours. That's why I wish to help you in return. I would like to help you find out about your opponent. Oh, we're gonna cheat? Let's go. What did she say? No, wait. Even things being as they are, it's too dangerous. Don't worry. To one who knows the circulation of stars, no power is to be feared. Wait, but... Rani stares straight into my eyes with her bright, sincere ones. Do what you want. I can't argue against that kind of conviction. Her expression relaxes a bit. Alright then, please tell me everything you know so far. Starting with the servant. I saw her in the arena, and also I know the information her master has leaked about her. Her clothing was plain, her skin was very pale, and she possesses a demonic eye. A woman who uses the demonic eye, I see. I shall investigate. I don't want Rani to put herself in further danger, but I'm very grateful for her gesture. I warn her to be careful, and then I leave the nurse's office. I have skill points, right? So let's go to the garden real quick. Hope we learn when in spring of 2026 we can get an extra record. I am not holding my breath. I will wait for whatever announcement they give, because yeah, I mean I've been waiting for it for years now already, so... Was that my clone in the hallway? I do be looking like a generic NPC, but no, that was just some other generic NPC. She also doesn't say anything interesting today either. Whatever, that's fine. All right, sweet. We got a thrice setting sun. I'm gonna go check its description. I think that next ability is like one of the last ones we get. If not the last one we get. Yay! We did it! It's not actually the last one, but it's fine. No, we leave. What's going on, Flame? How you doing? Let's check skill. Switch to servant. Special skills. Thrice setting sun will bring you... Okay, yeah, we'll bring you back to death a single time. What I expected it to be. Totally fine. Search. The water fountain. That's it. Besides getting anxious for it to come out. I feel like them delaying games is just par for the course at this point. Do we even know who potentially is publishing it? It's not being published by Marvelous, is it? It might be. That's where some of the Fate Extra universe stuff has been published recently anyways. Bamco. Interesting. So it's gonna be a Bamco game. At least for the West, because it's gonna be made by Aniplex in Japan. Because Aniplex, I think, is the one who did the Fate Extra anime. I believe they were the ones who were behind helping Fate Extra Last Encore become a thing. So I guess that makes sense that Aniplex has their fingers in this. Yeah. Fine. All right, anyways. The second cipher key has been generated. As I walk down the hall, my terminal reports the generation of a trigger. And if Aniplex is behind it in Japan, I guess that makes sense why Bamco is publishing it in the West, because Bamco tends to publish all the Aniplex property games here in the West, like, because that's why they're behind like SAO and all that. I think SAO has got Aniplex backing too, but anyway. So, young master, I trust things are going well. I mean, certainly the animations for SAO are Aniplex backed. You can usually see the Aniplex logo pop up on any home releases of that stuff. Kodamine, it's rare that he addresses anyone directly. I wonder what he wants. Allow me to apologize in advance for the short notice. I felt that everyone was bored of simple searches, so I've set up a challenge to break the monotony. Lovely. Challenge. What more could he possibly want all of us to do? The challenge won't be excessive, and all masters will receive a special task for this period. And of course, every master's task will be unique. However, with that said, how does a hunting competition sound to you? On day 5 of the prep period, you and your opponent will see who can kill the most enemies. Kotamine sees my puzzlement, but answers my confusion with a dismissive shrug. Oh, my apologies. I forget the most important part, it seems. Let us speak of rewards now. As a reward, on the 6th day, I will bestow upon the victor part of their opponent's combat data. So I trust you'll find that suitable compensation for your efforts, correct? Jesus. Quickly, head to the arena now. The competition will take place on the 2nd floor. Is today day 5? It's day 4, so we're fine. The competition is tomorrow. I guess I don't get a choice in the matter. I guess not. Ooh. And he calls himself a man of God. If there is combat data in the offering, we must not fail. Right, sir, I will not be denied. If this is a competition, I will not rest until victory is ours. Now let us be off. I find myself looking forward to facing that bizarre pantomimist? Like, it's clearly a play on pantomime, but pantomimist. I'm not sure I know what that means. Is it not just bizarre pantomime? Whatever. It's sure. I'm not even gonna think too hard about it, because it'll probably just drive me crazy. Like, if she had just said bizarre pantomime there, that would have been fine, right? So is today the competition, or is it the next day? I thought it was the lady said it was day 5, right? Is it day 4? Are we on day 5 already and I just miscounted? Arena level 24. Nice. Okay, it is today as well. Let's go. Oh no. Can I actually do this? Okay, I think I get it. Due to further enemies meddling, the enemy hunt will take place on the 2nd floor. Player who visits most carnivore enemies on day... Oh, 4 and 5. That's not what he said. Okay. This battle where you compete against your opponent to defeat as enemy programs. Let's not fight the enemy master. Here we go. Hey, look, she talks. Oh no, dude, this is problematic. I don't know what the enemy stats for this are. I sure hope this isn't a giant disaster. Well. Ouch. Man! So it was actually I needed to attack guard, like that. Are you kidding me? That one was break guard. I got one. Will I be able to properly get... Seems our enemy has already defeated one program. We can't fall behind. Let's go. Yep. Ooh. Attack, attack, guard, break. Okay. Honestly, using a stun for that might have been risky. Only because I'm gonna need stuns to pass enemies on the way to the next destination. So we both got 2. Now he's probably gonna run to catch up to me. Dun, dun, dun. I need to continue running over here. How fucking close? God, they're catching up fast. I kind of regret going down that alley to get that extra one. I'm gonna assume it's something like this. I'm guessing. It was not correct, but it also wasn't wrong necessarily. Like, if dude catches up to me, I just fall over, I think.
ない面構えよな。
I don't know if this is correct, but here we go. Shit. I'll take it. So far, so good. Fucking Kotomine, dude. Wait, is it actually this way? Ooh. I mean, I kind of wasted MP there, but sure. Oh no. Try that. So far, so good. Damn. That should be the last one. All the enemy programs have been wiped out. As our opponent is also gone, let us leave. That is not true at all. I'm going to continue fighting. Like, our opponent is gone, sure, but I absolutely don't want to leave. Oh, this restores Master's MP. Right. Okay, hold on. That's 3 Master MP. So this gives me, what, 15 Master MP if I use all of these? That's enough for 1 cast of the stun spell. Nice. I need to fight some of the enemies here to try and get some enemy data before we, you know. I'm just gonna do this and hope for the best. I don't have like any enemy data on this thing. Damn. You know what? I could do that. To make it a little easier, I could open up on one of those stun nodes. I could use a skill. If I wanted, I could just use the skills to my advantage. I haven't checked how much this super spicy Mabo tofu actually gives me MP wise. It was a limited time item that I don't think I can buy anymore, so it must be pretty decent, but we'll see. Well, there's the shark spin. That means we can complete Taiga's request. Don't they have character parties in this game? No. You only get 1 servant the entire game. Always one-on-one battles. This game's combat, I've previously mentioned this, isn't great. Only Saber, you can have different servants, but you select them at the very start of the game and are forced to play the entire playthrough with the same one. So whatever you pick early on is your servant for the entire game. You can't switch. If I do this, I'll at least get like some of the damage in. I'm just gonna continue attacking, hoping that you'll only use like attacks and breaks. But yeah, the only way you can use a different character is over the course of different playthroughs by selecting someone else at the beginning. And then there's 2 story routes. I'm planning to eventually do all 3 servants for playthroughs of this. And I will be showing the Reen route at some point as well. The Reen route being the one I like more, personally. Considering this is my first time ever doing the Rani route. Because I don't normally do it. Just because I like Reen so much. But the next playthrough, so here's the plan for extra routes of this. I am likely to do next time, so the second playthrough of this, we'll do Archer, Reen route, and I'm actually probably gonna play as female Hakuno instead of male Hakuno, just for funsies. And then the third playthrough, we'll do Caster. Again, I'll probably do Reen route, and then I'll play as male Hakuno that time. Those are kind of my plans. This is bad. Oh man, that almost was really horrible. I could have died there if I continued to get hit. Ewy. That would have sucked. For anyone who's wondering why I totally ignored that healing fountain and am healing manually, because despite me putting it on easy so the fountains are there, I'm trying to do my best to not rely on them, if only because I'm probably not gonna do easy for the next 2 playthroughs. So I don't want to get overly reliant on them. I mostly put it on easy as a just in case I need it type thing this first go around, since the I won't have enemy data this first time. I wonder if the patterns for them are something like this. This could have been a giant mistake. I probably shouldn't have risked it. Yeah, I don't think I should have risked this. I mean, it didn't bite me in the ass, but it could have very easily been bad. I don't know, dude. I'm kind of hoping this first hit will kill it. Okay, good enough. Fucking hell, dude. I should probably stun the thing. Well, there goes my last stun cast. I guess we can check how much worth these Super Mambo Tofus give me. 25! That's pretty good! Let's go ahead and hit it with an attack. We'll use Thunderous Applause. And I think it's probably something like this? I'm just guessing here. I'm still not totally sure. I was wrong. All right, what is the floor looking like? I'm checking the map. I want to at least get this floor fully explored before we leave today. This floor is so much bigger than the first floor. It's not even close. Oh. I mean, we could make this so much easier if these enemies didn't chase after. Like, this is gonna suck way less on repeat playthroughs if I get enough kills of some of these enemies. Because then they won't auto aggro onto me, right? And I can kind of cheese it a little better. Oh, jeez. I don't know what the patterns for these guys are, and so this could be really bad. I'm hoping this will do big damage. I mean, 500 is worth, I don't know, more than a regular attack at least. It's the first time in a while I've actually felt kind of like under pressure. The first time in a while I felt like I really want to use the damn healing fountain. I may in fact do so. I mean, because what else are they there for, right? It's to make the burden of a first playthrough where I have no enemy data suck less. So you know what? Let's go use the damn fountain. I've been using items up until now, but again, it's a first playthrough, and first playthrough is pretty rough because you don't have any enemy data. At least on New Game Plus, you carry over enemy data, which makes everything suck ever so slightly less. Oh no! Ah! That's what I get for backtracking late. I don't have any good options for this. I'm actually gonna... We're gonna try this, but because this might go bad, I might use a heal somewhere in there. I don't know. We'll see. Please just tell me I guessed correctly. I did. I guessed correctly, so we might be fine. Never mind. That was wrong. Most of this is looking like it's correct. Guard, attack. Ah, God. Seriously? Are you telling me it's one of those that goes like this? Perhaps? It is! Okay. So it's like those horse guys from the first dungeon, I think. Maybe. Let's double check. And I will refresh everyone's memory just in case anyone wasn't here when I explained this. It's been several streams and I think I only explained this at the very beginning. So I'm playing on what is considered to be easy mode for this game. Easy mode doesn't actually change a whole lot. I think in the second week, maybe the third week? No, yeah, the second week, I think it did reduce the periodic damage you take in the dungeon during a certain plot event, though I don't remember if that's entirely true. It felt like it wasn't doing nearly as much damage as I remember, so I'm thinking that's because I was on easy, but I guess we'll see on a future playthrough. But for the most part, when you choose easy or normal, the only thing it really visibly affects is that healing fountains normally do not exist. There's only one in the entire game on normal, if I remember correctly. Maybe two. But there's almost none in the dungeons, and it's only on that first week. Easy mode puts healing fountains all through all the dungeons. And that is the main difference. That's pretty much all it does. Because your real difficulty selection when you boot up the game only happens about an hour or so in when you're actually selecting a servant. That's your real difficulty selection, though the game doesn't make that perfectly clear. Normal and easy are just, do you want ease of access for healing or not? Do you want the grinding sections to be less of a pain in the ass? That's literally all it does. It won't matter as much on future playthroughs because as you fight enemies, you get their enemy data, which makes you less likely to die from them, as well as they don't auto aggro on you in dungeons. So they won't like immediately jump up to attack me when I'm running by, which will make this particular monster hunt event suck so much less on future playthroughs, if only because I won't have to stun them to run past them. The whole reason I was stunning them to run past them, moving on to the monster hunt objectives earlier, was purely because that slows Gato down, because he has to fight them instead, which makes me able to keep ahead of him and actually get more of the monster targets. Making that a little easier, but you do have to have the MP for stunning each one of these guys and passing them up. But luckily later down the line, it won't be as much of an issue because they will no longer auto aggro on me. I don't remember how many exactly you have to beat, because enemy data, as presumed by the internet, and I believe it to be true. I think early on in the playthrough I was saying it was random, but then after I was reading stuff and kind of vaguely remembered that that's probably correct, it's based on how many of said enemy you defeat. I think total you need to beat it like something like 30 or 60 times. I don't remember the exact number before you get all the enemy data for an enemy. And I think about somewhere halfway in there, they stop auto aggroing onto you in the dungeon. They won't chase after you like it just did.
ちょうどよい。
Is this another floor with only 2 enemy types outside of the Monster Hunt event? That's actually really nice. I've only seen 2 enemy types at least. Which will make this floor a whole lot easier on repeat playthroughs. If there's only 2 enemy types. Is that doing more damage than I remember? That hit really hard. Not bad. Yeah, there's a ton of items over there. What the fuck? I'll explore that bottom path in a second. Let's knock out the paths over here first. I did not have time to run along these paths because I was too busy in a race to fight enemies. Ooh! The enemy data here is nice. I'm gonna do this. I don't know if that's correct, but I'm not gonna bother using a skill to guarantee I don't take damage. More enemy info. Yeah, this floor is gonna be this week 4 is gonna be super nice on repeat playthroughs because if there's only 2 enemies per dungeon floor, by playthrough 2 even, we'll probably have significant amounts of enemy data without really having to try too hard. And by playthrough 3, I imagine I'll just see all their moves immediately. Which is nice because Tamamo is the most vulnerable to getting her ass beat by random dungeon enemies. My poor squishy wife. It also may end up level 26 or so by the time we're done with this week, which is big. Pretty massive. Kind of overkill, but not that I'm complaining. Only because this second floor is friggin' massive. There's so many enemies here. And my normal routine is to just beat all of the enemies once and then end the day. Though I think I did a little bit more than that this time because I kind of backtracked a little bit. Well, I'm glad that worked. Nice. Luckily, when we get back to town, I have skill points, right? Yeah. When we get back to town, we're gonna get my defense to B, which will be really nice. Question is, after that, am I going to spam back into strength? Perhaps. I may continue leveling strength to like A. So getting it to A is not going to be particularly easy because I think A, so B is at 78, A requires 104 in the stat. Might be a little rough, but whatever. Also, doesn't defense increase skill damage? Yeah. It's no wonder the skill is still increasing in damage despite me only raising defense recently, is because increasing your defense does in fact also increase skill damage. I'm not sure I totally remembered that, but it's pretty apparent at least. It makes more sense. That is why it does more damage. That means getting it to B rank will increase the skill damage a decent amount, I would assume. Oh no, I can't even use it again. I'm out of MP. Surely just doing this would be enough, right? Yes. Girl moves balls. Good job, Saber. At the very least, the fact that she can just beat enemies up in 3 hits, plus the extra hit, I suppose. is good. We're almost out of this floor. I didn't miss any items, did I? I guess we'll find out the next day. We'll see what the stats say when the day is over. I may or may not have missed items. I don't actually know. I don't think so. But I think a lot of things that are wrong. This isn't gonna kill. Motherfucker. That's fine. At most, I'll take like 2 hits if I get stuff wrong. And I didn't even do that, so. Yeah, I'm at least gonna be 25 before this week is over. No, not yet. I need to get that last corner or else it's gonna bother me. Damn it. There we go. So, did I fully explore everything? Shut up. I meant level, like in the game. You knew what I meant. I don't need to correct myself. Wasn't talking about my age. I wish I was still 25. That would be nice. Okay, I did grab everything and fully explore it. We're chilling. So I just need to focus on the monster hunting stuff. I would be more upset at you, but I had the same thought as those words came out of my mouth. Glad you're not 25. Fuck that. To be fair, 25 is right when your car insurance premiums go up again. So, oof. Anyway, why was that the random thought I had? Fuck if I know. Actually, is that when they go down? That actually might be when they go down. You were careless and in Toronto? See, but what if current life, nothing changes, but poof, you and your wife are 25 again? Or however old your ages differentiate, whatever. You get my point. Oh, carless. Why did I say careless? That's not what that says. I just read what I want to read. Fuck if it's wrong. Let's go out to the fucking thing. You have a 5-day age gap, Pogger. So yeah, the statement stands. What if nothing changed at all? Your life experience was all the same, but poof, you all were both 25 with no consequences whatsoever. Would you say no to being 25 in that particular case? Then you wouldn't be 25, really. Look, your mental age can stay the same, but what if you didn't have the aches and pains and health issues of a man in his early 40s? Or late 30s, or whatever the fuck. All I'm saying is if my body could go back to when I could pull an all-nighter without hurting for 3 days afterwards, that'd be awesome. Now, if I just accidentally don't get to sleep and have to stay up because fucking brain won't shut off, I don't have to hurt the next several days. God, that's the worst. To be fair, I don't feel like my mental age is the same as my physical age anyway. I feel like my mental age is younger. I certainly don't behave like I would assume, but... You have 0 physical health issues. Well, that must be nice! My most concerning one is more about diet than anything else. LPR is such a bitch because it's not even like as painful as typical GERD. It's just annoying and specifically affects my ability to sit here and stream. Like, if I don't eat right, I have to take off of stream because I can't talk. What's that bullshit? If I eat something bad and it sets off my LPR, my throat gets all scratchy, I get chronic cough, and then streaming is impossible because I can't string together 2 or 3 words without coughing. Oh, it's the worst. Yeah, that stuff. Spicy foods and greasy meat, I can't eat a ton of that because not great. All right, so let's go give what's his face the shark fin soup so he can go in for a grilling by Taiga. I was just wandering around the school aimlessly while we talked, I'm gonna be honest. Here you go. Sweet, let's go talk to our teacher. Oh wait, she's probably not even here, dude. She's probably only gonna show up on like the last day. Great. All right, hold on. Let's go to the nurse's office. Apparently there's an event there. Sakura! Hello! Oh. I'm secretly happy that Rani's spirits have brightened as we've talked over the past few days. I thought I was the one who saved her, but I think she's the one who saved me. Is something the matter? I must have been lost in thought for a while because Rani looks worried about me. That reminds me, Rani said she'd research Gato. I hope she was careful. She isn't healed yet. I am fine. Unfortunately, I lack sufficient information to further the investigation. There are far too many references to a demonic eye within the Atlas archives to narrow it down. Sadly, my own investigation of my opponent has not progressed. De-age or switch bodies, or maybe just talk about it and they were excited about eating a ton of meat. There was that one romance about that like grandma and grandpa couple who de-aged into like high school age. It was from a few seasons ago. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but that was just a fun one I remember that I kind of want to watch. It seemed really cute. I don't know all this context behind it, but it's just about this like elderly couple who, for whatever reason, end up like back in their high school age bodies and then just continue like doing random bullshit but with their young bodies. It's so silly. The whole concept sounds ridiculous and awesome. While Rani and I are exchanging troubled glances, I hear a noise behind me. You have no idea though it was? Just remember that, but not what it was from. Totally fair. That sounds funny though. It sounded really cute. I wish I remembered what it was called. It was from a few seasons ago. Let's see. Romance about... Oh, it's literally called Grandma and Grandpa Turn Young Again. I think. Yeah. Sounds amazing. I might have to try it. Oh, you love that? I didn't watch it, but it sounded really cute. So it was on my list. I just haven't gotten around to it. While Rani and I are exchanging troubled glances, I hear a noise behind me. But that sounds totally fair to me, Pelican. I apologize. I must intrude. Oh, it's Gato. Oh, I did not wish to believe it, but a clandestine tryst is being held. My God shall not allow it. Young man, follow the path of abstinence and righteousness. Repeat after me. I don't know what he's blathering on about, but yeah, I wouldn't be caught dead chanting that. Villain, your tainted eyes are not unlike those of the murderous Bodhisattva Kiala. No, Bodhisattva, whatever. Kiala. Does he not mean Kiara? Like the villain from the sequel? Can you imagine if this dumb schmuck in his delusional nonsense referenced the villain from the next game and that was actually just a typo? I'd believe it. I, nay, my God, shall end you most gloriously. If your will to fight is lacking, you shall die here. Uh-oh. After shouting angrily, Gato mumbles something akin to a Buddhist prayer. He's going to fight here? He acts like he's not concerned about the penalty. Or rather, like he's not thinking at all. Fool, this is a place of healing. If a ruffian like you desires a fight, go to the arena. As you wish, young man. My God will smite you. Well, at least he backed off. I'll go to the arena like Saber said. If I don't leave, Rani will be in danger. Wait, am I forced to go to the arena immediately? No. Items. Ether shard. Do I even need to bother? Dude, I have so much money. Holy. When did I get so many ether fragments? I wonder if enemies have been dropping them and I didn't notice. If enemies have been dropping them, that's really convenient. All right, I'm gonna save, but before I enter the dungeon, since it is about that time, I'm gonna go ahead and take my break real quick. I'm gonna grab another bottle of water, and I've been meaning to, for my past 3 breaks now probably, to go downstairs and take allergy meds, but I keep friggin' forgetting. Because I think I mentioned early on in stream, I forgot to take allergy meds, and then I just never went and did it. So let me go do that real quick. Oh. All right, BRB, you guys, give me like 3 minutes. Sorry about that. I was almost late. I had to do something real quick during my break. Since I needed to lend my mother one of the crutches I borrowed from her because well, I say I need to lend it. I need to bring it back downstairs because she hurt her leg. And she's walking around fine, but it'll just help so she's not injuring it further. And I had used him for a similar reason like a month ago. Just so I didn't hurt my leg any more than it was because I pulled it or some nonsense. Ugh. Anyway. Besides the point. On to the dungeon. Did I remember to save? Let's save right now just in case. I feel like I saved before I went on break, but I'm going to save again anyways just because the less progress I lose, the better. Assuming something annoying happens and I die. Especially since this dude's about to challenge me. Ooh. I think the plan is to just run directly into him as fast as possible. Get him to go away. Master, the enemy master and servant are nearby. Caster life. Yeah! She's my favorite, but since we're doing a new game playthrough, we're going ahead and starting on the easy route, which is Saber. What's up, Quan? How you been? Welcome in. We still have some hunting left to do, but before we make this encounter... wait. So we must make this encounter quite brief. Yeah, there we go. We're already winning quite handily. I don't feel the need to skip the battles this time because we're just gonna run directly into them anyway. I probably don't want to waste any MP either because we're probably gonna need it for the servant battle. Yeah, it's been alright. We've only had, I think, one game over so far because I've been playing it very safe with my stats. I pretty much only died to me trying to brute force an event that technically you can use like a thing to make it easier, and I didn't bother doing it because I just wanted to brute force it. About what? I think it was between week 3 and week 4, right before you choose your route, the event where you have to fight Rani's servant. You can opt to use a second command seal to make that fight a joke, but I wanted to brute force it with that command seal. We did succeed the second time, but the first time I died for it, so. Fucker. He would just give me 3 in a row that are not the first 2. Oh, wait, am I still gonna be correct? Did I guess correctly? I did! Get wrecked, loser. I wasn't sure those first 2 hits were gonna be right, but I'll take it. So he just got one. Gonna grab another one pretty soon. I'm gonna pretty much grab the one that's south of me right now and then catch them in a battle like in this place I'm at right now. Words. Totally fair. I'm assuming because what? New localizations or translations or what have you, or learned a new language and I'm just playing them as is. But also fair. What am I doing here? If I remember correctly, I found out these guys kind of have something similar to this, right? Maybe? Nope, that wasn't correct. That's okay. I should probably heal back up to full before we inevitably have to fight this guy, though. Ether fragment. They're right there south of me. And I was right. There have been enemies dropping ether fragments, which is why I had so many. Alright, let's just go bully them. By bully them, I mean at least make them leave. Come here. Come here. I'm gonna fight you. Hi. There you are, little lamb. You have my praise for not fleeing before the glory of my god. What laudable courage. Perhaps I shall add a verse about banging Kawa. All right, someone screenshot this. This has got to be the best screenshot known to man to come out of the fact that I called myself banging Kawakami. This is why we gave my main character this name. For some bullshit like this. Well done. I'm screenshotting this. This is... All right, I'm gonna edit that screenshot later. But yeah, that's sure, that sure is a line he just said. Replaying Mass Effect. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, Quan. So am I. I too have been replaying Mass Effect recently. I'm finally prepping my actual carryover file because I was too busy cleaning up achievements, getting the platinum for ME1 first, I only had to do a few things, like use AI hacking 25 times and I think damping as well as neural shock. I just needed to get those skill uses in for my plat. Oh, and I needed to beat it on insanity, which I did do. Though technically that's not even Mass Effect platinum. That's the platinum for the legendary edition. Besides the point. And so my current playthrough of Mass Effect 1, I'm doing a new game plus run on the engineer. I blitzed through this story once in like 9 hours, skipping all the dialogue and shit without doing side quests, purely so I wouldn't have to use the EXP exploit to be 60 for the carryover. I could have used an EXP exploit to hit 60. I'm still using other exploits, so besides the point. Anyways, joined a couple friends with Final Fantasy 11. Interesting. Dragon Quest 10. Fair. Dragon Quest 10, does it have an English version? Or are you playing the Japanese version? Anyway, sorry. Random tangent there. All right, I'm gonna reread this line. It is very silly. What laudable courage! Perhaps I shall add a verse about banging Kawakami to my Bible. That is a verse everybody needs in their Bible, honestly. You clipped it instead of taking a screenshot. Better that way. I'm gonna have a whole ass screenshot, but also that's pretty damn funny. Banging Kawakami. I can't. For anyone who doesn't know the source behind that name, it was a joke name I used for Persona 5 Strikers, but I never actually finished that playthrough. Kawakami being your teacher in Persona 5, who was also a romance link. It was a name I heard some YouTuber use when he was talking about Persona at some point, and I really liked it, and so I kind of stole it for Persona 5 stuff. And since Hakuno Kishinami, which is the canonical name of the main character in this, does not actually fit, because Kishinami is 9 characters and you can only put in 8 for your first and last name, someone in chat suggested I use banging Kawakami for this, and so here we go. I was not expecting that particular line to appear, but it made it all worth it, I'm gonna be honest. Sorry. But thanks for the clip, Quan. I appreciate it. The Trials of Monji, Chapter 4, Verse 5. And so, the lamb was eaten by the lion. Alright then, why don't we have my divine lord pass judgment upon your piety? Now I implore you, master of my soul, awe this little lamb with your supreme ruthlessness and mercy. No, DQX doesn't have an English version. It's purely Japanese, but you figured out how to get it to let you type in Japanese in-game, so silver lining. Nice. Glory be to your infinite light for all of time. Aye. Okay, I don't know how I managed to make sense of his annoying diatribe. Diatribe? I don't actually know how to pronounce that. It's the first word, I think, so far that I've looked at and went, I don't know how that's pronounced. Whatever. But somehow I do. Divine Lord, is his wish to spread a religion where his servant is the god? You're home and you ate dinner. Noma, you missed the best line of text to come out of my name being banging Kawakami so far. Quan clipped it, so if you want to share the clip, you can. For anyone who's curious about that particular line of text, but it's easily the best line of text that has been in this game so far. How ridiculous of you to compare your concept of servant to my god. My god is a true ancestor. My god is the true mother. Gee, I wonder who that is. To live with this truth as I do is the merciful gift I wish to bestow upon every person. The Holy Grail is already part of my Divine Lord. Did he say true ancestor? I thought that was a legend, but in this virtual world, it is possible. But it looks like she's already transformed into a berserker, so we may defeat her yet. My Divine Lord, crush these morons with your star-heavy might. Lamau, legend, yep. Oh, dude, why her claws so long? Look at them nails. Ooh. I'm gonna go Veil of Petals, Veil of Petals, Veil of Petals. Attack, break, Veil of Petals. Does she wait every other turn? It's kind of cringe. She does seem to wait every other turn. Except for this one. I need to do this for 3 turns. Veil of Petals, attack, attack, Veil of Petals. Dude, I can't even, like... I'm just gonna do this. Hope for the best. She guarded that time. Hey, yo, extra attack? What? Oh, and we traded on the last one. Ow, dude, that fucking hurts! Holy shit! Attack. I'm gonna assume this is fine. Dude, she did wait that turn. Ah, my guess was actually correct. So she waits on the 2nd and 4th turn? You can't fight it again. Oh no! Let's see, does it show up on my end? Ah, here we go. It cannot be! How could my god be defeated? Have I not trained enough? Oh my god, my mediator of nature, my creator of the universal order of Yetzirah, my absolute dharma. Bestow strength on me once again. Alright, bye. Bellowing in fervent prayer, Gato disappears from the arena. I wonder what a true ancestor is. True ancestor, huh? Put simply, they're the original vampires. But they are nothing like vampires. They're a non-human spiritual force that is the will of the stars. More perplexing is how that annoying man forged a contract with such a powerful thing in the first place. We should count our blessings. He is her master. If that thing was in its right mind, we'd already be dead. To be fair, she's a sweetie even in her right mind, as far as I'm concerned. Wife material. Will of the Stars? I can't quite wrap my hand around that one. Does that mean she really is a god? Seeing the relief on Saber's face, I realize how powerful our enemy could have been. It gives me chills. What right mind? It's fine, don't worry about it. Somehow we won. On with the hunt. Monster hunting, go burr. Oh wait, can I like go find a stupid ass healing fountain? I guess I could, but yeah, it'll be fine. What if this? I don't even think I need to bother. What about left mine? This is your right brain on deck. love how silly it looks to have you casually prancing around the arena after that interaction. Yeah, it's fine. Pay it no mind. We're just like, that was a thing, moves on immediately and does not proceed to think about it any further. I mean, honestly, can't blame him. I don't know if this is correct, but here we go. Yeah, that happened. Moves on. Precisely. Not quite one-shot material. And we can just clean up the monster hunt of it, no big deal. Why did I even try so hard the previous day if this day was basically a freebie anyways? Now you want to read the verse about banging Kawakami in the Holy Scriptures. Yeah, it's a line that needs to be in every Bible. The line about banging Kawakami. Like I said, I think of all the lines of text to come out of this name, that is by far one of the best ones. The best one so far, for sure. As it said, "What laudable courage! Perhaps I shall add a verse about banging Kawakami to my Bible." That verse should be in everyone's Bible, I'm telling you. I definitely chose a name. To be fair, I think it was Pelican's suggestion to reuse it from the Strikers playthrough. That never actually finished. I'm sure I'll restart it at some point. John Fate Extra win. We can call the maybe that's what we'll use for playthrough 2. Will be Jane Fate Extra. I was just talking earlier that I didn't know what I was gonna call Fem Hakuno for playthrough 2. And honestly, Jane Fate Extra might be what we go with. That works for me. Giga Chad, all caps. Well, so Pelicans, when he plays Persona 4, he calls him Chad Narukami. Actually, no, I think he actually named him in one of our more recent ones Chad Thundercock, but or something along those lines. Because of course he did. I would have called him Chad Narukami because, I mean, it's not wrong. Chad Thundercock is the name to beat all names. It really is. Thundercock wouldn't fit in this one. That sure was a sentence. There's an 8-character limit. That's my point. Not what I made that sound like. God fucking ugh. I don't fucking have a clue what his pattern here is gonna be. And of course. Oh no. I better fucking kill this guy, or we're about to take a really nasty hit and it's gonna be bad. That was closer than I would have liked. John Persona 4. Fair enough. Yo, I have magic crystal shards. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about how I have magic items to restore my MP as well. Though the more of these I can save for future playthroughs, probably the better, right? 'Cause obviously this is the one that is gonna be the easiest in terms of dungeon exploration. John, Persona 4, John. That's the one. It's Giga Chad or John Persona 5. Fair enough. Is this final hit kill? Probably not. Not quite. I'm about to take 2 hits. Yeah, I kind of expected that. I just realized these guys are called agoraphobia. Like, the fear of wide open spaces. It's pretty crazy. I don't have confidence that we're not gonna be wrong enough times to accidentally fucking die here, so I'm gonna do this just in case. I would not have died even if I didn't heal, but still. While in an open arena, so the right name tracks. Absolutely. Also, hi, Flame. I don't know how I didn't notice you snuck in, despite reading your message. How you been? Sorry, it took me a second for my brain to process things. You stealth. Yeah, I know. So stealthy. Have you ever seen this game before, Flame? And if you have you played it? I wouldn't expect it. You have not? Yeah, I wouldn't expect as much. Well, welcome to the game that inspired my obsession with fox women. Obviously, there's not a fox woman on screen, since I'm not playing through the Tamamo playthrough, but this is where it all started. Oi. Hyper fixating on Zenless Zone Zero? Yo, Flames! Mood! How do you feel about Sissia? Noma is being forced to reinstall because of her existence. Side note, I still can't get over the fact that the actual fan base of the Angels of Delusion are called the Delulus. ZZZ is certainly a game of all time. SMC5, you get Chad for Chaos Ending, and then John, Mega 10 for Neutral, and then for True Ending, you both the same save. There. She will be here, give it a bit of time. Yeah, once we get around to the 3rd playthrough of this, it'll be Tamamo time. I like them, not quite must pulls like the ZZZ wife, but you enjoyed them. Which one's your ZZZ wife? Evelyn? Am I remembering correctly? Was it Eve? You're not happy that you just bent it over when she appeared and talked for 2 minutes? Xiao Guang, you know what? Also fair. Xiao Guang is certainly was a must-pull top tier fizz unit NA. CN. JP? Whatever. I think she's top tier fizz unit in all regions. Let's not kid ourselves. I like how she just deletes my daily. Well, when paired with Dial-In, she certainly does. Look, technically, if the email some schmuck sent to their customer support asking about it is to be believed, Xiao Guang is technically also a fox girl. Therefore, she's only second to Miyabi for me. But also, as the second fox girl, immediately jumped up to like one of my favorites. Not to mention, obviously, the whole story segment with her alternate personality does things to me. So, you know. She be the Cinnabon and also the one that broke your 50-50 streak. Rob! I lose my 50-50s all the time, so I wish I could say the same. I just lost another one pulling for Suna, so... You wanted to give both siblings a big hug? Fair. It really was. I really only, like, had myself to blame on that one. Ouch. Oh, well. All the enemy programs have been wiped out. Yep. We're not leaving yet, though. We're continuing the... You don't understand. I got an S rank in 30 pulls, lost 50-50, fucked around pulling for Bang Boos, got a double S rank Bang Boo pull, and then pulled like 80 more times to finally get Suna. You got to watch my luck disappear in real time. It was horrible. Yeah, ugh. It was pretty painful. And then, like, the life left my eyes as I soullessly pulled the 80 more times to get Suna. I'm just like, kill me. Whatever, it was fun. I'm gonna have at least 90 pulls for Arya when her banner gets here. So, you know, that's something, I guess. I just have to win a 50-50 for one. Will it actually happen? I'm not holding my breath. After wailing for M6 Xiao Guang, you're waiting for Yuzuha rerun. Understandable. I pretty much just pull for everybody. The only character I'm missing right now is Banwe. Big Sag. I lost 50-50 on him and did not have enough pulls for guarantee. Well, that did mean I was guaranteed Xiao Guang, but it still hurt. Like I said, I lose more 50-50s than I win. When was the last time I updated my RNG.moe stats? Hold on, let me check. My RNG.moe stats were upgraded last before I pulled for Shunguang. Wait, that's even further back than I thought. I'm gonna have to update this. But back before I got back when I lost the Banwe 50-50, my average 50-50 win rate was 40%. Which is to say, yes, I absolutely lose more than I win. Also, according to RNG.moe, I am in the bottom 27% for S rank luck. So, yeah. I have really shit luck. My account. It's a miracle my account isn't a fucking brick with how shitty my luck is. You lost your last 6-star pull in Enfield and got a banner character for a previous gacha? Rush laughs at my... Well, Eldra has ridiculous luck. He tries to bless me with it occasionally. It sometimes works. But fair. You want it?
Instant balls.
That's the wrong one.
Just the tip is fine.
That's the correct one. Sorry, someone... I would put the obligatory play a sound command in chat, so enjoy that, VOD folks. Yeah, instead I just instant ballsed on you all first. I'm sorry for that. It was a mistake. Add the Suna voice line. I need to go pull that voice line back. I don't even remember what it was, but I remember it was hilarious. I bet those, for anyone who was lurking, I bet I just jump scared the shit out of everybody with those voice lines. So, you're welcome, I guess. How fucking loud are those sound effects, by the way? I'm not sure I've mixed those properly, so they may be like way too loud. All right. Are you, Flames, are you done with the current story content for ZZZ? Are you all caught up? I'm still working my way through, 2.6, personally, but I think I just got to, I think I'm near the end. I won't say where I'm at, just in case you're not done. You're all caught up? Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been streaming it, so I only played for like, I want to say 6 hours on Friday, and then I played about an hour today. I just got to the bit where we hand over a certain collaborator to top, and we're currently, I think, discussing. I need to go back to the store because we already head back to 6th Street. I need to talk to Belle and Ferry and see what they're up to, but yeah, I've been enjoying it though. The story's been fun. I've been thoroughly obsessed with ZZZ since it came out, so know roughly where I am. They made their decision to not perform with Lady Cersei. That's pretty much it. And that was the last thing I did. Made me a gacha streamer. There was always the potential for it. I almost did for Genshin when Genshin first came out, but then I didn't. Which is probably a good thing because I ended up quitting Genshin pretty quickly. I think I was only stuck on Genshin for maybe a month. And I didn't spend anything on that, so. All right. So we should be getting our reward from Kodomine, yeah? I think that's the plan. Oh. Maybe even Taiga. Taiga, are you here? Hi, Taiga. Huh? You told that horrible student to come see me? Thank you very much. Allow me to give you this wonderful decoration to show my appreciation. Yay, Taiga's picture frame. What does the picture frame have on it in Saber's room? Probably Saber. I guess we'll go find out. Hold on. Let's go check our room to see what it looks like with the new giant picture frame in it. Oh, maybe it's a picture of both of us, actually. It is! It's a picture of me and Saber. How nice. It's a shame it's, like, even more pixelated than everything else. Such dominating command. It is exquisite perfection. What is she going on about? Oh, is this for getting a certain amount of flawless victories? This may be for getting a certain amount of flawless victories. Fair enough. I've pretty much been stuck on ZZZ and I kind of refuse to start any others. And ZZZ already takes up a ton of my time. And I want some free time not consumed by gacha. Also, that sounded more like an insult than praise, Saber. Just in case you were unaware. The emphasis on you was kind of painful. And then she gives me an elixir. Thanks. Alright, I really just came to see the picture. The conversation was just a bonus. She said what she said. Tama mad. I relate the events of yesterday to Rani. She's sitting up on the bed, looking much more spirited than at the start of the week. Star Rail and ZZZ. Started because Zanny, but can't bring yourself to get her because of how much you didn't enjoy the first major chapter of Star Rail? Fair. I mean, I'm assuming that's what you mean. Because I don't recognize the name. I relate the events of yesterday to Rani. Oh, Woowa. Oh, my bad. There. She's sitting up on the bed, looking much more spirited than at the start of the week. A true ancestor. Too many catches. No kidding. Rani's eyes pop open wide at the mention of that phrase. No, that cannot be. Are you sure that you are feeling all right, banging? My professor taught me that the true ancestors are the very stars themselves. Okay, but how could Gato wield a star? Maybe he can because of her blind rage. And more importantly, by talking to Rani, I've realized something about myself. Alone, I might be nothing. But I have Rani and Saber. That's why I can't lose to a lone wolf like Gato.
Hi.
You're right. Rani smiles gently in agreement, yet again reminding me that I'm not alone. You may appreciate my name in this, Flames. Reused from Persona 5 stuff, we named me Banging Kawakami. Rani smiles gently in agreement, yet again reminding me that I'm not alone. Do I still have that clip copied on my clipboard so I can paste it? Which produced this line of text earlier. That's why I cannot lose. I knew it. It was you. My professor's words have taken on life. Please win. Return to me and we will talk more. Yes, of course. Even if what I'm fighting is a true ancestor or whatever, I'm the one who will win. And so I'll make the most of my last day of the prep period so that I can win and be with Rani. Yay! We've got a wife to come home to now, so we can't lose. Definitely the best line of text in this game so far in relation to my name. There it is. You can see it right on screen. Bangin' Kawakami. That's us. Always. Toko, do you say anything interesting? Oh, we do! Now that we know about True Ancestor, Toko's finally willing to talk to us. It only took, like, most of the week. For some unknown reason, I have this sudden overwhelming urge to ask her about the vampire. Yeah, I wonder why. I have the feeling that it's a subject Toko Aozaki would bite on. However... A vampire? Oh yeah, they definitely exist. I've never seen one, though. How about you, Akko? As both a leech and a monster, I'm sure you've met one, right? Damn, brutal. Don't insult me like that. I'm a highly respected person who'd never consort with... That is to say, I may know one or two, but we're hardly friends. Acquaintances at best. Well, not the outcome I expected. As long as I get my answers, I don't care who answers me. A topic to bite on. Boo. Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, there are a myriad of vampire types knocking about. How do I put this? They're living beings that adhere to a strict code, maybe? They may have different values, but few are irrational or evil in the same way some humans are. In fact, vampires are far more honorable than humans in that they always repay their debts. She can be believed, but my opponent's servant, despite their behavior, is actually an admirable legendary soul. I would say so. Are we actually gonna get her name by the time this is over or not? Like, she's a berserker, so eh. And I already know her name, obviously, because she's a cameo character, but still. So I think I am just gonna work towards strength A. I think that's the correct decision here. Yeah, I got it. Stop whining, Nero. I mean, Saber. To be fair, I think Nero will finally reveal her true name to us, like, next week, but... As previously stated in the playthrough, it feels kind of silly to pretend I don't know what it is. At least for our servants. I'll continue remaining vague about enemy servants, at least this playthrough. We won't have to for playthroughs 2 and 3, because they're mostly going to be the same, with one exception. No, I guess two exceptions, because the 2 route exclusive bosses that you learn about. But anyways, go down to floor 1. Wait, hold on, right? Huh? Oh. No, we're just going to the dungeon. Gotomine should be giving us a reward for completing the event. Did you enjoy my game, young master? Not really. It's Gotomine. That game, I wonder if I beat my opponent very handily. It was like 4-10. Very well, I'll reveal the results. The one who defeated the greatest number of enemy programs is... you. In the match of 10 versus 4, you have won. Congratulations. As promised, I will disclose some of your rivals' information. Preparation period is nearly over. You'll need the rest of the time to prepare for the battle. This is our last day of grind, I believe. So I'm just gonna go through, fight all the enemies one time, and then we're done. Hold Hold on. Servant info. What info did he he revealed her noble phantasm. Interesting. We should get her true name by the end of this, because we got everybody else's true name. So surely it'll say it, right? It won't just be a series of question marks. I, funnily enough, would not be surprised if it was just a series of question marks, considering she's a cameo character. So maybe the true name is just for the people who got the reference or whatever, but we'll see. Oh, there's apparently a rare enemy here as well. On this day specifically, we got another rare enemy to fight. I don't know. Try that. It was correct. Very nice. Damn, we still can't get him in just 3 hits. But that's fine. It's still a one. It's still like, as long as I hit 3 times, they die. What's up, Bump? How you doing? Also, it'll be a little bit late because I already started exploring dungeon. I probably should have taken a break before we started this dungeon exploration section, but I'll probably take a break after. It'll be fine. Doing okay? Nice. Glad to hear it. I don't freaking know, dude. Maybe I should just do this. Ooh, it was a good guess. Oh, I was wrong once, though. Whoa. Oh shit, these enemies are still here despite the contest being over? I actually didn't expect that. So I guess this floor technically has 3 enemy types. I didn't expect these guys to remain after the contest, so that's different. Convenient though, because it means I can continue farming their enemy data. For future playthroughs. Oh, what is the easiest way to go about this? I'm probably gonna go around this bottom route, loop around, and then do the top route. We'll also grab the extra enemy along the side path, but I'm gonna assume it's something like this. My assumption does appear to be correct. I'm not too bad at guessing some of these enemy patterns. Especially now that I have, you know, a few more pieces of info to actually tell what they're gonna do. I'm not as confident on this one. Yeah. I was wrong twice in a row. Bummer. More enemy info. Always good. Should I go beat the rare enemy first? I might go beat up the rare enemy that's here too before I get too far in, purely so I can guarantee we fight it before we level again. Because if we level, the EXP we get from it will be reduced. I'm not sure this is correct, but we're gonna try it anyway. As long as I'm right 3 times. Yep. Yep, and I got a crit. Nice. There should be a rare enemy down this path somewhere. Near the exit, as far as I know. There he is. I can see him. I'm almost positive this is totally wrong, but too bad. Here we go. Yeah, that didn't go great. Neither did that. Dude! Oh, I'm gonna get hit with an extra hit? That's rough. That's rough. I mean, I should still win. Because I'm gonna get 2 guaranteed hits, but like, that wasn't very gamer of you, no kidding. My guesses just ended up being totally wrong. Alright, you stupid ass rare enemy, come here. I'm guaranteed 2 hits, so we can just go this, one of those, one of these. And I don't actually care what the last one is. The 3 hits should actually kill as long as it's not blocking on that 3rd hit. And even if it is, we'll still win. Yeah, okay, we're chilling. Stupid ass rare enemy. I do not want to see what kind of damage those guys do, so I want them out of here. Yeah. It already gave like 200 less experience than the last one we fought, because the last one we fought was on the 1st floor. Pretty rough. But that's okay. We're already over leveled for this week. If the, enemy matrix is to be believed, which, because it said the recommended cap for this week is level 24. So. And we're coming up on level 26. We should be just fine. You did the new Shiyu defense? I haven't touched it yet. I might do that one on stream on Wednesday. Of the 2 Void Hunters in Yixuan, which I do, luckily. And they're all decently built. One of the bosses is not Miyabi blocked for one. Nice. Funny story about Miyabi being blocked. I used a Miyabi team for Deadly Assault in the new rotation because Corruption Complex coming back. I ended up just because of one of the modifiers boosting ice damage and anomaly. I'm just like, why not just Miyabi team? And so I think I used Yuzaha, Miyabi, Yanagi for the Corruption Complex in Deadly Assault and managed to get a pretty easy 3 stars. It was quite nice. You still need to actually optimize one team. Fair. To be fair, Flames, I don't know when you picked up ZZZ. I'm gonna assume it wasn't right at launch. Me and Shinny are day 1 players and haven't missed a login day since. So, we've got very veteran account, as it were. Okay, there wasn't. I grabbed whatever. It was around when Bernice dropped. Oh, that wasn't too far along. Totally fair. Was it the Bernice PV? Was it her PV with her all her dumb music shit? Bernice had one of the best PR all her promo mats were fantastic. I love her. She's so funny. Bernice is great. Yeah. Her song still goes hard. I'm gonna be honest. her buff was so unnecessary, but I'm thankful for it because she's fantastic. Like, I was consistently using Bernice before her buff, and now she's just better. She's still a mainstay in my Fizz Anomaly team. Because a lot of characters that are weak to Fizz are also weak to Fire when they're not, you know, clearly made for Xingguang. And so my typical Fizz Anomaly team is Yuzuha, Alice, Bernice, and the Bernice aspect is just too good with her buffs. Oh, and she works with Miyabi now, yeah. You have two teams, you just need to actually build them. That's totally fair. That's the painful part, a little bit. I have a bunch of different teams because I have a lot of characters, so. Where the actual dumb fuck am I going? Okay, this way, got it, okay. HSR t-shirt, team t-shirt for team building. Oh yeah? Know your pains with this. Yeah. His pain is also coincidentally my pain because he worked so hard to get perfect discs that he doesn't technically need. I half-assed a lot of my character builds, but they work, so it's fine. I'm currently, after I build Suna, I think I'm gonna start actually finishing a Lycon build because of his new buff. I just go, does the number match the guide I looked up? It does? Good enough then. I don't even use guides. I just read and do what I hope is the best. And it works for me so far, so I'm alright. I still managed to finish most Chiyu defense and at least 6-star deadly assault, which is good enough for me. You read? What a nerd. Have you seen the glasses? Yeah, I found out I was a nerd in college when some random preppy kid walked up and asked if I was one of those nerds. How dare he see me minding my own business, watching anime in a common area of my college, and ask if I was one of those nerds. I still can't believe that's a real interaction I had with another human being. It's been years and I still think back and just go, what the fuck was that? Did he just hit me with 0 HP? Fuck off. You wear glasses too and you're a nerd, but you read less than me. Are you? You can't tell. That sounds like a personal problem, Pelican. You just match shapes and colors. If the number goes up, then the dopamine kicks in. Did you know everything goes in the square hole? I'm just letting you know in case you forgot. If there's a square hole, everything fits. Don't worry about it. Don't think too hard. Am I gonna get slapped 3 times in a row again? That could have been bad. Oi, these enemies are actually from. What hole does this in the square hole, of course. Everything goes in the square hole. Those are the rules. Your Ellen team is, dude, my Ellen is so washed. You don't wear glasses and you can all but guarantee you read more than me. You know what? Yeah, probably. That's right, the square hole.
そなたに拍手を
You do like Lycon's buff? It's nice.
そなたは控えておれ
I'm kind of impressed at the rate they're pushing out the character buff. I didn't expect to get more this patch after they already dropped like 4 or 5 last patch, right? But this patch again, we get 2 more character buffs. I'm legitimately impressed. They've been pretty consistently buffing old characters in 2.0, which is incredible. Yeah, dude. Arena buff would be nice. Being able to actually use Arena again would be pretty awesome.
いざ
The buffs are pretty even. Yeah. You know what? Fuck that guy.
見ているがいいさあ踊ってもらうぞ
Oh my god, that was most of its HP in one go. Damn.
そこを動くな
That skill is really good.
見事な采配だった大事なら探索を続けようでは行くぞ
I don't know if this is correct, but here we go.
始め出直せ打ち砕く伏せるがよい
I only read info in video games and memorize dumb miscellaneous shit that no one but me cares about.
戦いを吟じるとしよう
That's my flex. Yo, we're done with these guys already. Wow, that's actually kind of incredible. We've already maxed out this particular enemy, and we've only been... And this is the first playthrough.
芸がない
I guess there's just a lot of those guys in this place. So, we got them fully maxed out this early.
もっと
Crazy.
入るがよい
Vibe. This is what it is.
静かだな死後の国
You already barely get what Harumasa's buff does. I haven't even looked at his buff, but he does feel a little bit nicer.
いざ
He felt kind of underwhelming. Oh, maybe they're not fully explored yet. It does seem like there's still more to go.
良い機会だそこを動くな
But like Harumasa, for me, he was really good elect attacker right after he came out. But he felt like he got power crept redonkulously fast. I think it's because Soldier Zero Ambi came out not too long after, and that kind of
天の幕が甘いな
like benched him immediately, which is pretty rough. And she got a buff before he did, so
花のない面構えよな
yeah. I got one of the patterns down right, and we're pretty close on some of the other ones.
さて返上するぞ
And Yanagi is still super good, yeah.
芸がない次から次へとこれを
Because being able to trigger disorder by herself as well as buff disorder. That's the other thing. Because disorder does more damage after her EX attack too. Not only is she able to solo trigger disorder, she can also buff disorder damage.
そこを動くな
It's really nice.
そこを動くな立ち抜け直せ受けるが
She's
よ
a
い
really solid elect character.
伏せるがよい次から次へとこれを持つがよ
I mean, hot glasses lady in a very tight mini skirt. What's not to like? Wielding a spear with great skill.
奏者よ指示を
It's not weird. Don't worry about it. She has a spear weapon. It's fine. The jokes write themselves. Anyway. Yeah. Alice can also solo trigger like something like a disorder, but she's definitely more about the damage output. Ouch. Tomorrow is the elimination battle. Yes, it is. By now, I've hoped you've learned that worry and hesitation chafe against my principles, right? Yeah. Command me gloriously, and in return I shall deliver victory. Alright, you got it, Saber. We do have to make a trip to the chapel to spend our last few points before we go toward the servant battle, but... Oh, also, before I move on, I said I'd do this after dungeon exploration. Let me take my last break of stream. Totally fair, Shinnywing. All right, let me take a real quick break. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, and stand up in the stretch. I may stand for the rest of the stream too. So, yeah, BRB. All right, we're good to go. Also, Shinny, since you pulled Astra's Wenjin, was it? On that last banner, the triple support rerun banner. Are you screwed? Are you not gonna be able to get Suna? Today is the elimination battle. I hope you're fully prepared. You can get her maybe. Oh no. When I twirl around, Kotomine is standing there, like always. Fair enough. Come to the first floor when ready. You can take the time necessary to stop by the commissary. Finished speaking, he opens the door and lets himself out. In preparation for the elimination battle, I should go to the chapel and the commissary, or I could go to my personal room and sort out information. And once that's in order, I'll go to where Kotomine is. You're about to type what you were thinking, and it's gone. Yep, that'll do it. All right, let's spin my stat points. And then we got to go to our room, organize info. Mood. Don't worry. I have the same thing occur all the time. How many points to get to this? So I need, after this, I'll need 7 more points. Which will be what? 3 more levels? And then... I mean, it would be really easy to get luck and might pull luck to D at some point just for shits and giggles, but maybe. No, so best in slot is actually Suna, Dylan, and Shunguang. That's like her highest damage team. Suna gives Aura Veil. That's why. She's just like extra Aura Veil with Astra buffs. Like if Astra had an Aura Veil, that's Suna. That's why she's so good as best in slot. Well, then, yeah. Yeah, I haven't either, actually. I was doing a little bit of it near the end of last patch, but I haven't finished exploring the new area of Lemnian Hollow from last patch either. All right, and then we need to go to our room to organize enemy info, and then we're basically done. Go ahead and pop right into... Speak with Saber. Does she have anything new to say? Probably should. I mean, it's a decent amount of polychrome, which is nice. Of a jump scare void hunter, I would say low, but because I imagine it's gonna be like one a year, maybe. Maybe. The heck is Yixuan? A high tier ether unit. You know, that's fair, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. Yixuan is awesome. You know what? Appropriate answer. There's no power in existence that can stop time. The day of the elimination battle has arrived. I should go over the info I've collected so far. Maybe I can find something that'll give me an edge. My opponent is a religious zealot, Gato. While his religion is pure insanity, he does have a powerful servant. How did Gato refer to his servant's heterochromatic eyes? Demonic eyes. Myopic. No. The term he used was demonic eye. I have no idea what it's capable of, but I'll find out soon enough. God, okay, no, speaking of unexplored stuff that they added to quality of life this patch. Sorry for folks that are here for Fate Extra. This is a ZZZ huge quality of life thing. So, if you haven't checked already, look at the supply store at the Scott Outpost. They talked about it in the patch lead up stuff, but they added a new, like, Victoria housekeeping style token that allows you to autocomplete collection rewards for the old version of the weekly stuff. So for every 2 tickets, you can autocomplete a collection achievement for the old, like, miasmic void type shit that they had. I was using them this morning because I saw them in the shop, and they're super cheap. They're like 15 per. So if you want to get the full stack of 10 per month, it's only like 150 of that currency. It's so nice. And you can just start collecting those achievements every month without having to go back to the old version of that event if you've already auto-completed all the main, like, got all the main rewards for it. It's so nice. We don't have to play that Lost Void shit like a million times to get all the additional little rewards. Oh man, it's so good. It's so good. I'm so happy they added those. The service cards, yeah, they're so nice. Anyway, sorry. I just reminded about that. I think my unease about it came more from her intensely ominous aura than anything else. But every time I've expected something to go wrong, it has. When I fought with his servant in the arena, I recognized the terrifying truth behind her class and identity. Her true identity is that of a true ancestor from the stars, a supernaturally gifted guru in the no. But yeah, if you use 2, then you just go talk to Ray, and you can, like, look through the achievements, and it'll say autocomplete for the 2 of the cards. No, it's a new currency they added this patch, Shinywing. So go check the Scott Outpost and use the blue currency page For me, it was in the top right. It might be on the second row if you haven't bought anything yet from it. And you can go talk to Ray and check the collection achievements for the old version of the like weekly exploration stuff that use the TV mode basis, right? And once you go talk to Ray, you can look and just auto-complete achievements with those cards. It costs 2 per achievement. So I'll be filling that out later. Oh, it's so nice. Those cards are amazing. I'm so glad they added those. Because there was no way I was going to go back for those achievements than like the manual way. It's really nice. That's right. She is a true ancestor and the queen of the vampires, tasked with fulfilling the will of the stars. Her power is such that if she were to use all of it against me, I'd be obliterated in an instant. But since being summoned as a berserker by Gato, she seems to be unable to use her full strength. Of course, the most useful bit of information came as a prize for winning Kotomine's enemy hunt. It was info on her battle technique. Her ultimate technique was called Blut das Schwester. The name of her ultimate technique is the Blut das Schwester. I think it's German for Oath of a Blood Sister. I have no idea. I have no idea what the implications, the meaning of the phrase might have, but I'm pretty sure the technique itself is incredibly powerful. I think what I did, so after you buy those new 10 tickets from the shop, did you get them in the shop? You may have to actually open up the old version of the weekly content, and there was a graphic near the bottom that you could click to that would take you to the collection menu to use those new tickets. And it just let you like auto-complete some of those collection rewards. In Ray's like collection stuff. I think the way I did it is I went to the PC, opened up the old like Withering whatever, and then there was something at the bottom I clicked that took me to a new menu that would allow me to use the tickets to just auto-complete achievements in her collection reward stuff. I already used my 10 tickets this month, but it's so nice. That's stupid. It's so nice, dude. Quality of life, 10 out of 10. Although the ability is probably significantly restricted by her master Gato. Oh boy, do we actually get her true name? We do! They're actually gonna say it! Arcuid Brunstad is almost a celestial being in her own right. Beating her is going to be tough. So, the reason I knew who this character was prior to anything else and just seeing her and why it made me so happy. Arcuid Brunstad is one of the heroines of Tsukihime, which is another property by Nasu, right? Arcuid's probably my favorite character from Tsukihime. And also the character I play when I play like Melty Blood. So if you've ever played the Melty Blood games, Arcuid is a character in those. Main heroine. Well, yes, okay, fair. She is the main heroine. Whatever. But yeah, fantastic. So exciting. It was cool seeing her. It is a shame that she doesn't talk much in this. Kind of disappointing. But yeah, just seeing her was pretty exciting. But I have Rani on my side as well as my servant Saber. I can't be defeated. I won't be defeated. While Gato will be fighting alone, I have friends willing to fight by my side. I guess she is the main route. It's weird though, because Tsukihime has what? At least 4 heroine routes, right? No, I guess 5. I don't remember how many were in the OG. Because I know it's Arcuids, Akihas, the 2 maid sisters, and CLs, right? Those are the 5 I remember? Whatever, anyway. I don't even remember if they all had routes in the OG version, but that's what I remember. Yes, okay. Not necessarily in that order, but all right. I wasn't actually sure they were gonna fully reveal her name, but that's kind of awesome. I half expected it to be more half-assed. Well, funnily enough, they removed the Brunstad part in her true name here. Sion, yes. Sion is also from another fighting game series. She's in a different one too, where she was like a main heroine. What's that other one? You should know it, right? Noma, you know what I'm talking about. What's that other one Sion's the main character in? I fucking can't remember the name of it. Len and Miyako. Len is the white-haired girl, I think. The little vampire chick. Miyako, I don't remember who. Oh, she's a guest character in Under Night in Birth. Oh, that's fair. I thought she was like main character of it, but what do I know? Not a whole lot, clearly. Okay, I'm gonna save. I don't remember the last time I saved. I've probably saved a million times already, and I am so paranoid I keep saving just in case. All right, let's talk to Kotomine. You will now enter the Colosseum and confront the opposing master. Are you ready? Remember, the only way to leave the Colosseum is to win. If you are ready, I will open the gate. Miyako is the cousin Shiki was staying with before going back to the Tono household. Right. Let me see if I remember what she even looks like. Oh, her! Right, yes. Okay, I do remember her. Mostly from Melty Blood, though. I remember yeah. I don't actually think I ever read Kagetsu Toya. Yeah. The way to the Colosseum is now open, young master. You love this quality of life change because now every week you can get things? Yep. It's really nice. Like I said, that new token was one of the things I was mega excited for this patch when they talked about it on the preview program. I wish you the best of luck and hope you will return. Remember, it's kill or be killed. Once again, I want to apologize to any VOD watchers when this eventually goes up on YouTube, because I have been talking a lot about ZZZ, which obviously has nothing to do with this. And by the time this VOD goes up, all this crap I'm talking about is going to be so fucking outdated, it's going to make no sense. So, apologies. It's not even just your fault, Shinnywing. I was on a ZZZ tangent well before you popped in. Talk about Honkai Star Rail. It did have the Fate collab, true. Unfortunately, I don't play Star Rail, so I can't blab about that one. So you've come, young man. You can see that? The courage you've shown in making it this far in the Grail War is admirable. However, it seems that even now you harbor a fear of my presence. The evidence of which is your reluctance to come any closer to me. Or am I mistaken? You're gonna head out? No worries, dude. Have a good rest of your evening. No, it's just, you're really loud. The fact that my voice carries so much power should seem exceedingly natural to you. Because for the first time in your fleeting life, you have encountered one who would deliver the voice of God. It is through my voice that God speaks. elevated above Gaia, even as Skanda was blank, blah, 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 blah. And with speed that would shame even Ramiel, I must sound the voice of God from the heavens to the earth. Or to be more accurate, my voice holds more meaning than even the tolling of the bells of the Sagrada Familia. Whatever the fuck all that shit means. I must point out how pitiable you are, however. For if I had not been instructed in the will of God, your life may have gone on for a while longer. A pitiable little lamb soon for the slaughter. Were you at least able to enjoy one last meal? The Sagrada Familia is a cathedral in Barcelona. Interesting. So, how will you answer? Or have you become cowed by the might of my thunderous righteousness? Please just go away. Now. Do not become hopeless, young man. To give up on life is unforgivable. Is unforgivable as a sin akin to iconoclasm. I'm pretty sure there's some typos in there. Be certain that your defeat resulting death. Be certain that your defeat and resulting death will come swiftly, as is ordained. Nice. However, this is no reason for you to simply abandon and toss away the gift of life bestowed upon you. For only those souls who have hope even at the end will re-enter the cycle of rebirth and redemption. It is the truth. Is the truth now clear to you? You must have hope if you're to have any chance of being reincarnated. Even if Armageddon occurs before your very eyes. Actually, in that case, surrender would be acceptable. Now do you understand, young man? I know his kind. Like a Pierrot in the circus, whose jests entertain the throng. I've always wanted to see one, as they didn't exist in my time. Indeed, it seems a good way to pass the time. Your servant is not unlike an annoying little insect. I think she's pretty, so you should shut up. But I care not. Your servant is irrelevant to me, as they are a mere facet of Sarva Dharma Anatman. And the reason for that is this. It is because I alone serve the one true God. The one true God is a berserker? Correct! You have done well to recognize the truth. Like the Ayatollah, your wisdom is admirable. The reason my God cannot speak is because her silence is but the final trial given to me by the heavens. Once I emerge as the ultimate victor and receive the omnipotent vessel, my God will smile upon me. Could you stop laughing? I'm trying to read your text. And allow me to hear her voice for the first time. What if Arcuid's just fucking done with his shit? Now do you understand? My strength of will has been stronger than yours from the beginning, and my deeds have all been done in the name of salvation. By standing in my way, you play the role of Lucifer. You demon! You know not of shame. No matter how black your wings, evil is never acceptable. The only fallen one here is you, bitch. So the mongrel barks back. You can't call me a mongrel. Just stabs in the back, cause done, you know, kidding. However, you have not the right to question one who serves the will of God. So he says. Suddenly, a metallic crashing sound comes through the air. Mongrel. Okay, Gilgamesh wannabe. Yeah, no kidding. The time for idle talk is over. Now it will begin our battle. It appears we've arrived. Unfortunately, this is the beginning of the end for you. I will come at you with all of my strength so that you will have no regrets once you reach heaven. I forgot to change my mystic codes again. God fucking damn it. Oh well. Hello, Automod. Didn't expect you. It's fine. Automod likes to pick on people, and I refuse to lower it just in case. Because it's not that hard to permit messages that I'm just like, yeah, it's fine. Judgment Day has come. Now is the hour of Ragnarok. Prepare to receive Thor's thunder. What remains of your soiled body will be laid far from Eden. Ragnarok leads to the ruin of gods as well as man. Is that bombast perhaps joking with us? I subscribe to the tenets of hedonism, so I understand ecstasy, but he does not wear it well. To be fair, as an emperor, he was a known hedonist. Let us put him out of his misery. Perhaps in his demise, some poetic beauty can be found. That's right. Oh! Berserker. Her love is like a truck. Berserker. I'm not gonna sing the rest because you piece of shit. I love how fucking helpful this is. She's gonna do this? She ready to throw hands? And I'm kidding. Should I play it safe? Nah. I'm gonna get hit here, I think. Yeah. She blocked that, you fucker. Oh, that's a regen effect? That's not great. I don't even need to throw the heal out. I already mostly healed after using those break attacks. That was Noble Phantasm. Immediately used. Let's see how this goes. She blocked, motherfucker. Okay. She does like herself some break attacks, I see. Trying to figure out how I want to approach this last one. Try that. Well, I'm glad I didn't do break on that first one at least. Switching it around at the end definitely was correct. Oh, I didn't need to block because she was just using a buff. Woo! Not good. Okay. Something like that? Okay, so when she uses that skill, I can probably just attack. I should have guessed as much. Man. Dude, she's missing. She can use it multiple times. Fuck off. Just in case. I don't want, if I get these wrong, which I already did on one of them, I don't want to catch them. I should have used the proper heal. Oh. Nah, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, that heal was called for. We wouldn't have died, but it would have been a lot closer. Jesus, man. Trade. That was a lot closer than I would have liked. Oh, finally. I'm gonna go ahead and heal just in case. Facing this bitch without the defense that I have, so having more attack may have at least made me kill her faster, but I don't know, dude. This fight's pretty rough. I didn't even need that heal necessarily. I'm gonna go ahead and heal again. Let's do some ether fragment. I only have one powerful heal left. That post from the Noble Phantasm inspired a doodle, did it? Oh, fuck. No, she's using it again? Unless? No, I'm just paralyzed. Okay. Well, that's not good. I don't know. This is really bad. I actually may be in trouble. No, wait, I think I just win because we get those 3 hits. I only need to hit her once. I have to take a hit there because paralyzed. I think I at least blocked this. Oh, nice, Flame. Okay, I did block that. I'm gonna have to take this hit, which sucks. I'm gonna go ahead and ether fragment here because it's not like, no, wait, okay. Because I know I'm gonna take this hit. To purely prevent me from losing, I'm gonna use an ether crystal on this turn. And then we're gonna see what happens with this. Okay. Do that just in case. And it wasn't even necessary, but it's fine. Oh, that was actually pretty tough. That was a lot closer than I would have liked. True ending acquired. Congrats, Eldra. I hope you enjoyed Use 8. I don't know. It was amazing. After loosing a primal yell, Gato falls to his knees. God, her nails are just a lot. It cannot be! By Satan, it cannot! A god cannot topple! Next up, pain and suffering. SNT3. Fair enough. On his hands and knees, Gato inches towards his servant. Like an infant, unable to walk, crawling towards its mother. God, I beseech you, hear my plea. Please answer me. Why? Why will my God not answer me? For once, his shout is muffled. The barrier makes it seem small and far away. Just like how Gato's body itself is fading away. God, my God! Oh, there he goes. His ragged voice can't say another word before his body disintegrates. However, his servant does not disappear. If I had to describe it, I'd say something shifted, falling away. Oh shit! Her berserker status is gone! Dude, isn't she super pretty? God, I love Arcuid. She transformed. I can think of nothing else when she looks over at me. No, it's more like she reverted. That's the word I'm looking for. The weight of the shackles, this spell that had restrained her has been stripped away. I love it. Fair enough, Eldra. So that's her confirming she's in Fate Extra record, right? Dear God, please. To be fair, calling her a natural disaster is arguably more accurate, yes. She's like, whoa, this is a weird isekai experience I'm having. With that, she starts walking away from the barrier. There is a flash. In the blink of an eye, a portal opens in midair. A portal the perfect size for her to pass through. As if this dimension acknowledges that she holds a right to pass through. This is the most fucking badass way for her to leave ever. Okay. This is great. Dude. Okay, they did her some justice. To be fair, this is a fantastic exit. She's just like, yeah, this is pretty weird. Fucking cuts a hole in a dimension and walks out. No fucks given. All right. But perhaps this dimension has no right to stop her. She turns on her heels and faces me. I've always thought of her as my enemy, so I'm surprised that I'm not frightened of her anymore. For some reason, she treats me to a carefree smile. Wife. Huh?
その気があるなら私を探しなさい。その時は私を倒した責任ちゃんと取ってもらうんだから。
Bruh. She looks familiar. She's in Carnival Phantasm, Eldra. This is Arcuid from Carnival Phantasm, the vampire wife of Shiki. So you've seen her in Carnival Phantasm. Yes. Not actually much of a hear you out. It's fine. God, I love her. Yeah, she's in Carnival Phantasm, so that's where you've seen her. As if we're friends, she waves as she turns back around. 1 second later, she leaps into the air and out of this dimension. Guess you know what you're doing tomorrow before Terraria? What? She wishes to fight again. Well, an extraordinary opponent is appropriate for me. Weak enemies? Oh, right. Yeah, makes sense. Weak enemies cannot draw out my true magnificence. Very well. After the Holy Grail War, let us defeat her. For her, duels to the death are a Tuesday afternoon pastime. No shit, dude. Actually pretty great. That she's just like, all right, later, guys. Come try and kill me again sometime. Fair enough, Eldra. Saber has taken a liking to her enemy, but just having fought, I don't share her sentiments. For me, it was a duel of the death. For her, it was just a Monday. Yeah, pretty much. After all, her master was defeated. I've won the 4th round and should start heading back soon. Wow. That was pretty great. And that is the end of week 4. It's also about the time I'd normally end stream, so that lined up perfectly. Honestly, a fantastic way to end it. I am much happier with that than I thought I was gonna be. The fact that she comes to her senses, has a chat with us, and makes a proper exit is perfect. I would have been absolutely devastated if she just vanished and that was it. Like it was just a tease cameo. Ah, man. But no, that was great. I quite enjoyed that. Oh. All right. I am thinking I'm going to stop here, though. We'll do the next one next week. We'll start week 5. We are past the halfway point, at least. So that's good. I guess arguably the halfway point is when you pick your route, but meh, it's fine. I'd say this is about the halfway point, though. Yeah. Like you said, I want to say we're about halfway through because we've got, it's been what, 5 streams? And we've got 3 more weeks for the actual thing. And then there's an epilogue chapter that's probably shorter, but it's going to be a long one if I actually do all 3 playthroughs. But it's not too bad. Whew. All right. I'm going to end the recording here. For anyone watching the VOD, appreciate you. I will see you in the next one.